Welcome to the LDN Radio Show, brought to you by the LDN Research Trust. I'm your host, Linda Elsiegood. I have an exciting lineup of guest speakers who are LDN experts in their field. We will be discussing low dose naltrexone and its many uses in autoimmune diseases, cancers, etc. Thank you for joining us.
Today I'd like to welcome our guest Barb from Canada, who takes LDN for fibromyalgia. Thank you very much for joining us today, Barb.
My pleasure.
So could you tell us, when did your story begin?
So this coming January, it'll be 26 years. Started getting pain in my back. And like many people who struggle with fibromyalgia, it took years for a diagnosis. Went through a lot of back doctors, kidney doctors. So it was over 2 years before I was diagnosed. And once I got the diagnosis and started looking into fibromyalgia, it all made sense.
Hindsight's a wonderful thing, isn't it?
That's exactly true. Yeah. Yeah. It was very confusing at the beginning of what was happening to me. I had a stressful job, wasn't sure if that's what was happening, or I was having kidney problems because I seen many kidney doctors. And so it took a long time. But once you get the diagnosis, then you can start dealing with it, learning best practices, what works for you. So I'm just about 26 years in now.
Mm-hmm. So after your diagnosis, I mean, that was a long time ago now, what treatments were available to you?
Oh, not too much. I was really left kind of with investigating things for myself, trying pretty much whatever I could. All the alternative therapies, massage and chiropractors. And I mean, whatever you think may help, you definitely try because you're reaching for everything. As far as the medical field, I was put on Oxycontin at one point, which helped at first. The pain got so bad that it was really getting hard to deal with. And so my family doctor did put me on Oxycontin, but eventually that doesn't work anymore. And I weaned off of that. And I was following a lot of women with fibromyalgia talking about LDN. So I started following LDN Trust. I started following people who have tried it. And I was getting excited that maybe this might help me out. And it was a lot of years in, a lot of different doctors, a lot of different alternative therapies. I tried changes in diet, which is recommended. I eat pretty clean now. But there wasn't too much besides them wanting to put you on antidepressants and painkillers. So I got off the painkillers to get on to LDN. But my story kind of took a twist because I had a family doctor who was pretty open to alternative therapies and different ways of thinking. And we discussed going on LDN, and I had to get clean from the opiates, of course. But in the meantime, my doctor sold his practice to a new doctor. He's a lovely man, but a very first meeting with him, he said to me, "I don't believe in fibromyalgia." So very disappointing. And when I talked to him about LDN, he said, "No, I can't do that." So in comes LDN Trust and me hunting for somebody who could help me. And I found them, and it was a changing point for me.
Mm-hmm. And how long have you been on LDN now?
I'm pretty new to it since April. It happened really quickly for me. I would say 3 weeks in. I was shocked because it happened so quickly for me. And of course, when you've been through 26 years of not really being helped, I psyched myself up to say, okay, this is probably not going to work for me. It works for some, it doesn't work for others. I have to be realistic about this. So about 3 weeks in, I was so surprised because it was like somebody had switched a light on, and all of a sudden I had energy. It was really the fatigue that lifted first. My family was just so stunned about the transformation in me because I was always in bed. If I had to go out for a lunch, I would have to rest the day before, the day after, not do anything to reserve as much energy as I can. And 3 weeks in on LDN, I'm out every day. We have a pool, which I barely ever swam in. And I mean, barely. I was out there every day. It didn't rain, swimming for hours. It was just crazy how this has changed me. The social aspect, I'm going out with all my friends now again, which has been non-existent up to this point. So it's just been what I call a miracle for me, and my family is stunned, and their friends are now calling me asking, what are you taking and what are you doing? And because there's a lot of people suffering out there, and they're curious of whether this can help them.
Mm-hmm. So you saw a different doctor than your regular doctor to get the prescription?
That's great. Yes.
And
I found a lady off of the LDN Trust site,
mm-hmm.
and which was really great for me is she does appointments by telephone, because when you have fibromyalgia, like me, driving an hour and a half to Toronto and an hour and a half back is really difficult because I never knew waking up what that day would bring. And I could be making appointments was difficult because you never knew how you were going to be that day and how you could function. And it's hard to find somebody that wants to drive you back and forth from Toronto all the time. So it was a blessing for me that she was doing telephone appointments. It was huge because then I knew I could make my appointment and it wasn't going to be, a setback for me to be in bed for a full week recovering. So it was great.
And did you notice any side effects initially?
I had none. Like I slept. I didn't have the vivid dreams they've talked about. I really didn't have any side effects at all. The one thing I will say is that after 2.5 months, I started feeling a little bit of fatigue again. And so I connected with some of the other ladies on LDN Trust, and they were talking about they take a 1-day break and then back on it. And I did that and it worked. So that was really helpful advice that I got. And I just stopped for 1 day, cleaned, they say, the receptors, and went back on it. And I returned to functioning again, which was, very good, because you do get scared that, this is too good to be true.
Well, it's amazing it took you 3 weeks, because it took me 3 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, I was surprised because I heard, ladies are saying it could take up to 9 months. So I certainly wasn't expecting the 3-week mark. So yeah, fabulous.
I was very disappointed because I was told by the doctor who prescribed it that you may have, and he listed all the things. And back in the day, I've been taking it 21 years.
Wow.
22. And you started on 3 milligrams, which is high by today's standards. And a lot of people couldn't tolerate 3. I was fine. And I was absolutely devastated that I didn't get any of these side effects, because I thought it wasn't working. It wasn't working. I wanted all the side effects, so I knew it was doing something.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Nothing. And then after 3 weeks, like you, it was like, wow.
Yeah.
Slowly. Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. I went up to the 4.5. And I didn't feel quite as good. So I dropped down a little bit again. So I'm still finding my perfect dose. I found the 4.5 a little high for me. So I dropped down to 3 and I'm back up to 4 right now. And I'm hanging in there at 4.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's good.
So yeah, it's just, like everything, it's an individual thing and we all have to find our rhythm. And since I'm so new to this, I'm still I'm still finding out what the perfect dose for me is. But all in all, this has been a blessing. And, I think it's absolutely worth for other people to give it a shot to see if it works for them. Um, I have a nephew who wants to try it because he has some conditions with inflammation. And so he's going to reach out to the same clinic that I go to and get some more information. So it's really nice that people are starting to learn about this because I think it can help a lot of people. And, people are reaching out to me because my family is like, oh my gosh, the difference is night and day. I try to socialize as much as I can. I'm a very social person, but it's difficult when you're in pain all the time and you're tired all the time. Everything you did had a cost associated with it. And that's just not the case right now. And it's still new for me. And so I'm still, grasping how different my life is now.
A poster girl for LDN. That's you.
Yeah, I'm so happy that I came across the site and started looking into what was going on because I didn't hear anything about it for, like I said, years. I'm 26 years in, and I've just started watching this in the last 2 years, I would say, keeping track of people and learning more about it. And I finally found somebody to prescribe it to me, and I'm so grateful to her. And I said that the last interview we had that she did uh, so much to change my life. And so I'm just grateful for all the people that post about LDN, their experiences, and it helped me a lot. I followed for years to gather information, and I thought, what do I have to lose? I've tried everything else. So, and this is the one thing that, wow, um,
Just
absolutely a miracle for me.
just think, if you'd have gone down the route of staying on the opiates,
Yeah.
if
Yes.
you'd have then started taking antidepressants, what your life would be like now.
Exactly. Yeah.
Doesn't bear thinking about, does it?
Yeah. It's
They're both
yeah.
addictive. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. The getting off the opiate was the best thing I did. It wasn't working anymore anyway, and it was just a matter of weaning off slowly, which I did. I just, weekly took a little less until I was gone off of it, and there was absolutely no difference either from me being on the opiate to me being on off the opiate. So there was no doubt it was not working, not doing anything anymore. So
Mm. Well, that's amazing.
yeah. Yeah.
Well,
And I'm not having any side effects with the LDN at all. Like and I never did. There was no, um, all I felt was better. There was never, um, dreams or sleepless nights. And I know some people have those and they get past them. But for me, I didn't notice any side effects, negative or otherwise.
so what are you, 4.5 months in now?
Yeah. That'd be about that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yes, I know. And I'm so grateful. But then on the other hand, you think about all the wasted years. And if I had found this sooner, how things, would have been better years ago. But I'm so grateful that I found it now. And I hope a lot of people out there that suffer from whatever, fibromyalgia and other conditions that they look into this, research it, listen to other people who have the same kind of issues, and decide for themselves is that, to take it or not. But all I can say is for me, it was a blessing. I'm glad I found it. I'm glad that people talked about it. And, that's, what I would like to do is just to tell my story so that, other people can decide if it's worthwhile for them. And because it was for me, and I can't imagine going back now. Like it's just completely different. My fatigue was the worst. Like the pain is bad, but I could always push through pain, but I could never push through that debilitating fatigue. It was so severe that there was days I couldn't even get my head off the pillow. And now I'm out in the pool swimming 3 hours every day. So major difference in this amount of months.
Mhm. Well, thank you so much for sharing your very inspirational story with us.
Thank you. Thank you for listening.
May you keep improving.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. I'm on my weight loss journey now, and it's going well. And being active is really helped out. So I've got LDN to thank for giving me my life back.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Any questions or comments you may have, please email me, Linda, Linda, at ldnrt.org. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for joining us today. We really appreciated your company. Until next time, stay safe and keep well.